Today's minisode flies in the face of the other messages you may be hearing right now. If you're feeling pressured to take off like a rocket, I'm here to remind you that you've got options. Take a deep, nourishing breath and tune into what you most need right now. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Seasons Self-Care app. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a Monday Minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Here we are. It's the beginning. And yet, it's just another day. I want to remind you of that because so many people are putting pressure on themselves right now to dive in and to dig in and to give everything they have after having just had maybe a short stint of rest or maybe after having a very, very busy holiday season. It really depends on where you're at. And if you listen to my last episode talking about using rest as a self-care strategy, you'll know where I'm coming from with this episode. I don't just try to be countercultural when I have these conversations. Every single one of us handles different times of the year in different ways. So I really always love to invite people into thinking about the way they want to proceed. And this is why planning things in like a quarterly type of structure is so helpful, and planning your time ahead according to your specific energetic patterns, along with the seasons, along with the stage of life you're in, along with the stage of business you're in, and along with maybe the different seasons of launching and delivering whatever it is that you are doing in your business. So thinking about this as you're entering this new year, it can be so tempting to just dive right in and feel like if you don't, you're going to miss out on something. And I just want to remind you that's not true. Because really, when you think about it, all or nothing thinking is something that comes from a place of collective trauma where we are constantly comparing ourselves and where we feel like there is only one way to succeed. But let's think about this for a second. Think about your own experience in your life, in your business, in all the things you do, in your relationships. Do you do everything the way everybody else does? Probably not, right? So as you're thinking about what is to come, I hope that you had some time to sit and get quiet and plan and reflect before entering into this new year. But if you didn't, that's all good. You get to use your time in the way that you choose. So you get to maybe delay your 2023 reflection or your planning into the new year. And you get to do it according to the schedule you have outlined, your own personal priorities, your business priorities. And you get to feel okay about it. It gets to be okay. I just want to remind you of that. And if you're listening, wondering, whoa, what is up with this woman's voice? Well, I found myself coming down with the flu through the holiday season. So this was a prime example of me needing to set aside a whole bunch of things that I wanted to do during a quote time off to just sit and rest and do absolutely nothing. And it is really one of those times where if you let yourself get caught up, you can start to feel guilty or like, oh no, I'm missing out. But you know what is the most beautiful thing I've found whenever this has happened for me before is I surrender to just getting well. And everything else will have its timing and it'll be fine. And I always come back stronger. And if anything, during times like this, once my brain starts working well, the insights that come are far greater than if I had just been plodding along without some time off. So I'm sharing this with you from a place of understanding. I have been there. And my favorite thing to do typically is to ease into the new year. And I'm fortunate because the contracts I'm working on and the clients that I'm working with, I can actually operate in that way. And it feels so good because then you get to show up authentically in your best energy. So as you're entering into a new year and a new season, remember, this is just another day and you get to enjoy now. I really invite you to do that. And so as you do that, I want to say I'm so grateful for you for the whole year that we've spent together, or longer if you've been listening to the podcast for a while. If you've joined me in the Seasons community, hearing my email updates each week, and any of the other goodies that I have for you on the Seasons Self-Care app, I'm grateful for you. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can go find information about those things on the show notes that are linked here. So all the best to you in this coming year. And remember, you are absolute magic. Have an amazing year ahead. Big blessings on you.